Good morning. Welcome to class 27th of IELTS Speaking Part 1. The topic for today is flowers. The first question for the class is, do you like flowers? Yes, I like flowers because they are beautiful and make places look attractive. Now, every person and every individual have a different perspective. Everyone has a different thought process. These are just the response analysis that I provide to you so that you may have a clarity that if you will answer in a certain manner, your score would be band 6, band 7, or band 8. It generally depends upon how you represent your answer before the person who is taking your interview. Now, for the band 6, first that person gave the direct answer that was asked. Do you like flowers, right? Then that person gave the reason, but the person didn't give any personal opinion to it. In the band 7, yes, I really like flowers because they add beauty to the surroundings and create a pleasant atmosphere. The answer here is same as band 6, but there is a difference if you see. The person has used more vocabulary. The same answer is represented in a different manner. Like in the first for band 6, the person said because they are beautiful, but the person preparing for band 7 or targeting band 7 said because they add beauty to what? To the surrounding. Instead of just saying it they are beautiful, that person said the same thing in a very different manner. For band 8, absolutely, I admire. I personally say this, always try to use certain words like when you are being asked, do you like something? Or does anything attracts you? Or do you find something appealing? Specific thing. You must start with absolutely, honestly speaking, if you ask me like this, if you start like this, it gives a more personal touch and the answer looks more natural. Absolutely, I admire flowers because they brighten up any environment, lift up lift my mood, and bring a sense of freshness and positivity. Now, just look for band 6, band 7, band 8. Analyze the three answers. If we consider band 6 and band 7 response, you will notice that the person gave direct answer. Only at that time that person said I really like flowers or I like flowers. Instead of saying the word or using the word like, the person who is targeting band 8 preferred to say admire. And more to that, this person gave a personal touch to the answer when that person said lift my mood. This makes the difference, and this is where your score varies. Now, the masterstroke example for this answer that you may use along with what you are going to speak. For example, whenever I visit a park filled with colorful flowers, I instantly feel more relaxed and refreshed. This you can add, and this is giving a personal touch, and the answer seems to be more natural. Powerful adjective can be vibrant. What does the word vibrant means? Full of bright and lively colors. Useful phrase, brighten up the surroundings. Make a place look more cheerful. Synonym upgrade can be, instead of using the word on repetition, like saying beautiful again and again, you may say stunning. Golden tip, mention both appearance and feelings to make your answer more expressive. And the practice question can be, why do people enjoy looking at flowers? This is a very good question, and you should think what you can answer for this question. Now comes the second question. Do you prefer fresh flowers or artificial flowers? Now, whenever there is a comparison, always first tell the first thing about fresh flowers, then about the artificial flowers, then try to compare both of them, and then tell your personal choice. Why? And also the why should be there. Why you made that personal choice. For band 6, you may say, I prefer fresh flowers because they smell nice. Okay, fine answer, but not perfect one. For band 7, I prefer fresh flowers because they look natural and have a pleasant fragrance. Good answer. Now comes band 8. I definitely, instead of just saying prefer, the person made a solid choice. I definitely prefer fresh flowers because they have a natural charm, a delightful fragrance, and create a more refreshing atmosphere than the artificial ones. Personal choice as well as why that person made that choice is very clear from this answer. Still, this answer is not perfect in my view. But the choice of words that the person preparing for band 8 is very nice, and I think you should say delightful fragrance, because most of the time we hear is pleasant, pleasant, pleasant all the time when we are saying something that has fragrance. So saying delightful, natural charm, refreshing atmosphere, it's very nice and very good choice of vocabulary. The masterstroke example. For instance, I enjoy placing sorry, I enjoy placing fresh flowers on my study table because they make the room feel more lively. You can give this example because somewhere artificial flowers are also beautiful, but the charm of natural flowers is irreplaceable. Nothing can replace it. Fragrant, having a pleasant smell. Useful phrase can be add a touch of nature, make a place feel natural. Synonym upgrade can be smell nice, have a pleasant, delightful fragrance. Golden tip, compare fresh and artificial flowers briefly in short before giving your preference. This is what I told you before starting, before analyzing the responses for the second question. It should always go like this. There should be a comparison and then you should make a choice. Practice work. Do people in your country often buy fresh flowers? Yeah, this is a tricky answer because in Western countries it is a part and parcel of their culture, but in our country, village people hardly buy flowers because most of the time they have homegrown flowers also, and they don't really believe in the concept of having flowers, gifting flowers. That's rare case, but in the suburbs or the city, it is a common scenario that we come across. Now comes our question number 3. Have you ever given flowers to someone? If you haven't given, you can say no, I haven't. If you have given, be clear about that. Yes, I have given flowers to my parents. For in my case, it's like whenever we are attending the wedding of our friends or colleagues, when you are not able to decide on a gift, I usually go for the bouquet thing or I go for the flowers. Band 6 is okay. It's not incorrect, but it's okay answer. Band 7 here. Yes, I have given flowers to my mother on her birthday to show my appreciation. Very nice. Given up, the person gave a personal touch to the answer. Yes, I have. I believe flowers are a thoughtful gift because they express emotions without the need for words. Now, if we see here, the person has given his thoughts for the band 8, I am telling, but the person missed something. The question was, have you ever given flowers to someone? That is not clear. Yes, I have, but to whom? The person must have told that to. That would have made this answer a perfect one. Now, the masterstroke example here. For example, I gave my mother a bouquet on Mother's Day and she was genuinely happy. This was what it was missing in the band 8 analysis of this, or the band 8 response for this particular question. Thoughtful, showing kindness and care. Express heartfelt emotion, show sincere feelings. Gift, present. Now, the golden tip for this question may be mention the occasion to make your answer sound more personal. It gives a very, very uh, nice touch to your answer. Now, the practice work here would be on what occasions do people usually give flowers? Now comes the question number 4. Do you think flowers are important? Yeah, they are. Obviously, they make the world beautiful. They add charm to the nature. Now, let's check out the responses for this question. Band 6. Yes, flowers are important because they make places beautiful. Nice answer. Band 7. Yes, flowers are important because they improve the environment and make people feel happier. First, the direct answer, then the reason. Now, what I like the most, absolutely, using such words before the beginning of the answer. Flowers play an important role in beautifying our surroundings and improving our mood and even supporting the ecosystem through pollination. Now, this is something that should be told because pollination is a very important part of biology, and this is something that everyone has studied in the school. So why not use your knowledge somewhere, because most of the time students say most of the things that we are learning are not used anywhere. You can just add charm to your answer by adding your theoretical knowledge while answering this question. Masterstroke. For instance, flowers attract bees and butterflies, which are essential for nature. Now, one thing I will like to say, do you think flowers are important? You don't need to give any personal reason here because this is a different kind of question. This was not about your preference, but it was about they're asking about something. Is that important? They didn't. Do you think flowers important? ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫਲਾਰ ਆ ਉਹ ਮਹੱਤਵਪੂਰਨ ਆ? ਠੀਕ ਆ, ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੁੱਛੀ। ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਫਲਾਰਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਆ। ਇਟਸ ਨੋਟ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਆ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਆ, ਬਟ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਉਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਣਾ। ਬਟ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਦੱਸਣ ਦੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਪਰਸਨਲ ਲਾਈਫ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਝ ਦੱਸਣ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਨਹੀਂ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸ ਵੀ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ, ਬਟ ਇੱਥੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ। Essential means extremely important, play a vital role, be very important. Synonym upgrade. Instead of saying important again and again, you can go for essential. Now, mention both environmental and emotional benefits, not personal. This was what I was saying, that environmental and emotional. Like whenever we see flowers, we just feel good. They give a very good uh, feeling, and sometimes they brighten up my mood, or simply this, or brighten up the mood of humans. How do flowers benefit the environment? Now there is a slight difference between giving personal example or giving the emotional benefits that may be personal, right? So be very clear about the thin borderline. How do flowers benefit the environment? There are a lot many things you can say. First is for pollination. Second is uh, like bees are able to give us honey because of flowers only. Butterflies make nature look beautiful, and they are mostly the ones that are attracted to the flowers, and many other reasons that you can give from daily life for while answering this question. There are a lot of benefits that, and you can go for the chamomile herbal trees or the green teas that people usually drink for good health or to manage the stress level. Like chamomile is a flower, jasmine flower is used for making preparing the tea. So you may just go for those examples. Have you ever grown flowers? That depends. If you have a green finger, or you are attracted to gardening, or you find gardening uh, interesting or lovable, then have you might have grown them. Okay. Yes, I have grown flowers at home. Band 7. But the band 6 response is missing something. The reason. Band 7. Yes, I once planted roses in my garden and it was rewarding experience. Personal touch to the answer is given or provided, you can say. For band 7. Yes, I have tried growing flowers in my home garden and I found it both relaxing and rewarding. But why? Because it taught me patience and responsibility. You have to wait for some time to get the flowers. So, yeah, it is something that needs a lot of patience and responsibility also, because you have to water them, you have to take care of the manure and the fertilizers, everything. Masterstroke example here would be, for example, I used to water the plants every morning and enjoyed watching them bloom. Bloom क्या होता की हुंदा है खिड़ना. इत्थे bloom ਦਾ मतलब खिड़ना ਆ. Rewarding, giving satisfaction. Useful phrase, watch them bloom, see flowers grow and open. Synonym, upgrade, grow, that means to cultivate. Golden tip, describe one simple gardening activity. Practice work, would you like to have a garden in the future? You may or you may not. You can just give your answer along with the reason. Now comes question number 6. Which flower do you like the most? Most of the people will say roses, some like tulips, some like lotus. Every single person have their own choice. I like roses the most because they are beautiful. Okay, fine. Band 7. My favorite flower is rose because of its beauty and pleasant fragrance. That person gave the beautiful reason also. Band 8. I think my favorite flower is rose. Why? Because it symbolizes love and elegance. I also admire its vibrant colors and delightful fragrance. This is what I called a complete answer. Now, the masterstroke example. For instance, I often see roses during festivals and family celebrations, so they remind me of happy memories. Powerful adjective that you may use here is elegant, that is graceful and attractive. Useful phrase, symbolize love and beauty, that means represent affection and attractiveness. Synonym, upgrade, beautiful. What does beautiful mean? Elegant. The golden tip, give two reasons instead of one. For example, appearance and personal meaning. Now, the practice work, are there any flowers that are popular in your country? I think lotus. Now comes the ultimate band 8 strategy for flowers. Let's call it bloom formula. Bloom, beauty. Describe the appearance or attractiveness of flower. L for like, state your opinion or preference. O, occasion. Mention when or where flowers are used. O, outcome. Explain how flowers affect people or places. M, memory. Finish with a personal example or experience. Like, I really like flowers because of their natural beauty and pleasant fragrance. My favorite flower is the rose, which I often see during family celebrations, that is, occasion. Flowers create a cheerful atmosphere and make people happier, that is, the outcome. For example, my mother keeps fresh flowers in our living room and they instantly brighten up the entire room. That is the memory. Quick 8 band upgrade. Band 6, I like flowers because they are beautiful. Then band 8, instead of saying like, I will go for admire. I admire flowers because they add natural beauty to any place and create a refreshing atmosphere. For example, I always enjoy visiting parks filled with colorful flowers as they help me feel calm and relaxed. One line rule, beauty, okay, that is the rule of bloom. Like what you like, which is your favorite flower, occasion, outcome, and memory. Now comes the final golden tip. For flowers, don't just describe how they look, talk about how they make people feel, where they are used, or what they remind you of. Weak answer can look like, I like roses because they are beautiful, but a strong answer will be, my favorite flower is the rose. Why? Because of its elegant appearance and lovely fragrance. I often associate roses with family celebrations, that is the occasion, and they always bring back pleasant memories. Remember, beauty, opinion, reason, example, feeling. When your answer have all these, no one can stop you from getting a band 8. I hope this class will help you score a good band or achieve the band that you have thought of. Thank you for listening and have a good day. And do practice the questions that I have given in the practice work.